Alpha Lemor.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Number Stations _Live UK, your home for all things weird and wonderful on shortwave. Today we're checking out a lesser known but really intriguing German number station, G16. G16 is a German number station that has been heard on and off for the years. Its G classification, which means it's broadcast in German, and like most number stations, it's one of a kind. It uses a female to read out blocks of numbers, usually 5 digits per group. There's always something eerie about these stations' sound. The voice is calm, robotic, and emotionless, sometimes even sounding like it's coming off an old cassette. If you've ever heard one live, you know what I mean. Now, what makes G16 really interesting is how it identifies itself. In recordings and live catches, it often opens with a set of repeated identifiers like Alpha Lemor, Echo Lemor, GK, OA, and Whiskey Lima. But here's the thing, some of those identifiers like GK and OA don't have clear phonetics or known meanings. They might be transmission groups or coded, we just haven't yet cracked it yet. The other thing with the recordings is you can't hear clearly as you're about to listen. They might be transmission groups or reference, we just haven't cracked it yet a lot. A lot of us in the shortwave community have compared notes, but these parts still remain a bit of a mystery. And that's a kind of what makes G16 so captivating. You get these glimpses of structures and orders, but never the full picture. You are now going to listen to the transmission of G16 and what it sounds like.
Alpha Lemor.
As you've heard from the transmissions, these broadcasts usually start with those identifiers repeated a few times, following by the groups of 5-digit numbers. You'll normally hear a transmission like Alpha Lemor, Alpha Lemor, Alpha Lemor, 3 5 4 2 7 9 2 8 1 0 1 7 2 6 4. The pacing is always steady, always cold. It often sounds like it's been a pre-recorded, possibly played off a loop tape or digital system. We will be covering as well about the Stasi speech Morse generator, which all theorists have came to the conclusion that G16 might be using. The signature of the rhythm of shortwave number station is there: pause, number group, pause, next group. Like most number stations, G16 is widely believed to have been using to send encrypted messages to intelligence agents in the field. These messages are likely decrypted using a one-time pad, which nearly makes them impossible to break without the key. Some suggested that G16 could be linked to the BND, Germany's Federal Intelligence Service, or even to NATO. But honestly, there's no official confirmation, everything is speculation, and that's part of the fun. G16 is rarely active these days, and pretty much gone at this point. But it doesn't mean it has gone. Every now and again, it might reappear, but for the moment, we definitely know it is dead. If you want to try and listen to any of these number stations, or you can always head over to prime.org or WebSDR, which you can hear new number stations. Now I'm going to play you another clip of what G16 sounds like. G16 might be silent now, but it's a fascinating part of the shortwave spy radio these stations leave behind is more questions than answers, and that's why we're all here trying to piece it together. Why it stopped transmitting is anyone's guess. It could have been phased out with changing spy tech, decommissioned after the Cold War, or just replaced by more modern digital methods of communication. Back in the day, you could catch it with a good shortwave receiver, often during late evenings and broadcasts. In the Central European time and based on the signal and language strength, it was widely assumed to originate in somewhere within Germany or a German aligned country. The female voice number station read the number station in groups in the German language. Shortwave frequencies across Europe, with its formatted ID structure like AL, EL, GK, OA, and WL, helped distinguish it from other stations. Now, I do have a transmission where the G16 did come across another frequency colliding together to make two of the stations parent. So I'll definitely be playing that now. Unfortunately, due to the rareness of the transmission, I was unable to find it. G16 may not be as well known as the Lincolnshire Poacher or the Swedish Rhapsody, but it has left a piece, and the same piece, as strange puzzles around the Cold War relic and around number stations. If you have enjoyed this deep dive into G16, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and comment for more weird and wacky number stations. I will try and get to your comment if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. This is Number Stations _Live UK signing off. Until next time, keep your radios on and your minds open. Peace out.
Alpha